morning, students. Today we are discussing the topic 3-level architecture of database management system. Firstly, we start with the introduction. This architecture describes how the data is represented, processed, stored and retrieved from the database. Actually, DBMS architecture divides the complete system into 3 layers which are independent but interrelated. It creates a separation between physical database and user applications. The word separation means here is the user does not need to understand how the data is stored actually in the database. This architecture hides the details of physical storage from the user. This architecture contains 3 levels: external level, conceptual level and internal level. Now, what are the objectives of 3-level architecture? Every user should be able to access the same database but with a customized view, because the unnecessary details of the data are being hidden by the database. Second is, the user need not to understand how the data is stored in the database. Third is, data independence can be achieved effectively. Data independence means the capacity to change at one level of database without affecting the other level. Next is, what is external level? It is the topmost level of DBMS architecture and also known as view level. This level is closest to the user, that is why it is also called as user level. Each external view is described by external schema, which specifies the portion of the database in which the particular user is interested in and hides the unnecessary details of the database. The number of external views existed for a single database is dependent on the number of users. If there are n number of users existed for a single database, then there will be n number of external views for that particular database. Next is conceptual level, which is also called as middle level of database architecture. This level describes the logic, that is why it is also known as logical level. This level describes what data is to be stored in the database. Conceptual level is described by conceptual schema, which consists of the information of various entities, relationships and data types used in the database. Database constraints like integrity and security are also implemented in this level of DBMS architecture. There is only one conceptual view existed corresponding to a single database. Last level is internal level. This is the lowest level of architecture and also called as physical level. This level describes how the data is actually stored in the database. Internal level is defined by internal schema, which specifies the details of data storage, access paths and physical storage structure of database. There is only one internal view existed for a single database. This slide describes the overall DBMS architecture, and the complete architecture is divided into 3 layers. First is external level, which has n number of external views corresponding to n number of end users. And second level, that is conceptual level, has only one schema or one view, that is logical schema. Third level is internal level, which has correspondingly only one view, that is physical schema or physical view, which is used to access the database and get the retrieved data as per the user's requests. This slide describes again the overall structure of DBMS with the help of an example of college database, in which first level, that is external level, consists of two users. One is library user who is interested in some fields of the database, and second user is account office user who is interested in some other portion of the database. For example, library user interested in roll number, name, address, book number, date of issue and date of return. That is all the fields that are related with the library information of the student. And second user, that is account office user, need only roll number, name and fee detail of the student. So here we can see that external level contains only two views because there are only two users, and two views are created for individual user, one for library user and second for account office user with the corresponding details needed by them. The second level, that is conceptual level, defines the number of fields and the various data types used by that field. That is roll number, name. Roll number has data type number, and name field contains data type character, address data type character, and so on. Last level is internal level. Internal level shows how the data is actually stored in the database in bits and bytes. That is, what is the length, type and offsets are used, what are the storage structures are used by the DBMS. So this is all about 3-level architecture of database management system. Thank you so much.